here.
Shout out to the Glizzy lady, man. We was I was copping Glizzies.
What is the
every night.
Glizzy
lady? You don't know Glizzies is the hot dogs now?
No.
That's what they were
Pause,
calling
bro.
it. Yeah, you
Pause.
didn't see that the fucking
The Glizzy.
I don't even want to try to
Glizzy
explain
Olympics.
the whole Glizzy thing.
It's just basically it's some DMV shit, like some East Coast shit where they
calling hot dogs Glizzies.
yeah, they call hot dogs Glizzies and they just like roast
I
anybody.
call them hot dogs, man.
That actually makes Shy Glizzy's name way funnier.
Way susser. Shy. Speaking of Shy Glizzy, did you see Shy Glizzy and Lil Uzi Vert going at it?
I want to know if anything has
I like
happened
Shy
behind the
Glizzy music,
scenes. I
too.
want to know if Rock Nation is
trying to-
cutting the invoice down a little bit. Man, we ain't gonna try to tax you for these 100 racks.
Well, look, so I did my research on this subject, and
Have you heard the song? I don't think I have.
well, they have multiple songs. I didn't hear the one that is the most recent one, but they have songs together back from like 2016.
Right.
So think about that. So think about, okay, all right, me and AD cool, right? Like we've been doing songs for forever, but now AD is on a different level. AD then got signed to Rock Nation. You know, AD is Lil Uzi Vert in this situation. And then so Shy Glizzy is probably thinking, oh, everything's all good. We're gonna put the song out, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they even had a verbal agreement, but Rock Nation is not playing none of that bullshit. They like, nigga, we need our 100 racks every Uzi verse.
We
or
don't
the
give
shit
a
getting
fuck that you were popping. We don't give a fuck that
We don't give a fuck about that
you
shit.
mentioned academics in that song and had a legendary bar from
like,
it.
we don't give a fuck about that. Yeah, I love the white girl.
I fuck with Shy Glizzy. I like him a lot too, but also you kind of know that probably what he was trying to do there was just to skate through and not have to get this invoice from Rock Nation. He's thinking he could fly under the radar a little bit.
Or maybe he's not thinking about it at all, because as an artist, you should not have to think about the business side of it at all.
But if your friends is different, because Wiz has cleared 4 or 5 verses for me. Tory Lanez has cleared 2 or 3 verses.
You got to
for me.
think about the situations that they're in. Like Wiz,
I mean, but these are my friends, though.
but I'm saying on a business level.
OT done cleared plenty of verses.
And Shy Glizzy can't get a text back from Uzi.
Yeah, but look, this is what I'm saying. Wiz owns his own label. It's probably has,
but he's still under Atlantic, though.
That's facts. But Uzi in the Rock Nation situation is probably.
I actually just got another one cleared for the
There
new
you go.
project. So,
but I'm saying the Uzi Rock Nation situation is probably a lot more different, where they came in, kind of got him out of a shitty deal, and they're really like honed in on like crafting his image right now and shit like that. So they're not letting random verses just go through, and it's not random, but it's like to them. Like, look, let me finish.
No,
to them,
go ahead.
to them, for Shy Glizzy right now, a Uzi verse is so much more valuable than Shy Glizzy on Uzi song.
But if they're friends, though, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
But we thinking about it between them two. I'm talking about the Rock Nation niggas coming in and being like, fuck all that.
So look, this is where I
That's some whole shit, him not even texting him back or whatever.
My thing is if you guys are friends and you do a verse for me, right? It should be understood right then and there that I want to put it out for sale. You know what I mean? Like, everybody that's clear verses for me, they ain't asked me, oh, I want to get a piece of it or I want to get anything like that. It's always been love, but it depends. I guess it depends on the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine it's kind of a different thing though, because let's be real, Lil Uzi is one of the hottest rappers in the world
right now.
So you kind of understand that when it comes to those Uzi verses, those things really are like gold right now. And let's be honest, like Wiz Khalifa, as much as he's a massive fucking name and stuff,
Don't
it's
say
like
nothing about my homeboy.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying that
Wiz
Wiz Khalifa is not selling on the level that Uzi's selling right now.
Wiz is always gonna sell
but
crazy.
him doing a verse is just, he's done a billion fucking verses. Whereas how many verses is Uzi gonna put out this year?
Bro,
not
Wiz,
that many.
Wiz has a cult-like fan base just like Uzi, bro.
for sure. And he's
bro, it's a little different though.
Lil Uzi's first big tour was with Wiz Khalifa and Fall Out Boy.
Exactly.
I know this. So I feel what you're saying, but right now,
I'm talking about
every song
in general. If somebody is a friend of someone, they can hit their label up and say, "I'll clear it for him." Clear it for
That's
him.
a fact.
I've done that. I've never been denied.
Uzi might not have the juice like that at Rock Nation.
Uzi has cleared records for Shy Glizzy before, and that's kind of the issue, is that this song is from a while back. And like realistically, if you respect the bigger artist in this situation, you need to respect that them being the bigger artist, you need to go to them. Man, I have been in the room hearing conversations with big ass artists who I will not name right now, and I will tell you guys off camera, but there was a situation where a really big artist, like a poppin' ass rapper, and then another really poppin' rapper, and one of them wasn't necessarily as poppin' at that moment, and he puts his album out, and he puts out the album and he includes the other rapper who's even hotter than him, and the hotter rapper gets pissed because he's like, he knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. He knew that we weren't going to clear that record, and he put it on his album anyway because he knows that you can't take it back after the fact.
I mean, I don't know if that's true.
And it happened. That was one of the biggest fucking songs. But the rapper who put it out, he knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. He knew he couldn't get it cleared by the label.
If that was an old verse,
I believe it was.
Okay, if that's the case, then he can't get mad at
But
Uzi
you
then.
can take it back because that fucking Trippie Redd album where Playboy Cardi verse,
they could take it off.
They took that shit off immediately. Especially,
they can snatch it off.
Especially like, nigga, we not talking about it's the 90s where it's pressed on a CD, nigga. All you have to do is go into the system and delete that shit.
That's funny that you just said that because I'll be honest, Trippie Redd is one of the rappers in the equation that I was just describing. So I feel like Trippie, this is sort of like a move that he has in his arsenal is like, all right, we're going to take this song that we did and we're going to put it out, and they probably ain't going to go through all the trouble of having that shit removed. Cardi did.
Hell
I
yeah,
wasn't talking about Cardi and Trippie, but that means that maybe potentially Trippie is a serial doer of this.
You're right though that if it's an old verse and he just now put it out now,
right?
You can't get mad at Uzi for that, then, especially when he's with a brand new situation.
And
I remember a brand new situation.
Like when Pump was at the absolute peak of him being hot, it's like we would be in the studio and he would be rapping with the homies, like he would hop on songs, etc. But with Dubb. Dubb probably has 15 fucking collabs with Pump, and he's only put out a couple of them. Why? Because, you know, if your friend is a mega famous star who's getting a shitload of money for verses,
during like Gucci Gang and all that shit.
Exactly. Then you have to respect that you have to respect them. You have to respect their partnership with the label. So you should be touchy about it. Speaking of Desto Dubb, I want to tell y'all about a situation.
Tapman Dubb. That's what I know. Tapman Dubb, man. That's my guy.
Today, an associate of the podcast, Josh, actually sends me a screenshot of the famous Stars and Straps website, and they have a shirt that is exactly the same as the Awful Lot of Cough Syrup shirt, except it says, how's fun? You can read this.
That's an awful lot of toilet paper?
So apparently,
are you shitting me?
Nah, that's not cool.
This shirt,
that's not cool.
So this shirt,
and it's $24. This is disrespectful.
And okay, so I'll explain. So basically, this was on the famous Stars and Straps website. I sent it to Dubb. Dubb posted on his Instagram like, "Damn, Travis Barker, we couldn't even get a collab."
1000% knows who he is, and his son knows who he is.
So then once Dubb posted it, I'm like, well, all right, I might as well send this to Travis. So I texted over to Travis Barker, and then he calls me up and he makes it totally clear that he did not approve that graphic, that he didn't see it before it came out. He's like, that's my fault because I don't be checking every single design and shit like that.
I didn't know he still even owned it, honestly.
I mean, I think he has partners on it and stuff.
I'm about to start rocking that again. Let's bring that back.
We need a pack in here right now, Travis.
Want to hit this
Travis will probably hear about this. We need the pack. We need the famous pack. Anyway,
I'm trying to collab with his son.
I'm trying to get famous.
Yeah,
man,
bro.
Those are those.
Remember every nigga from Inglewood had that tattoo. Every nigga from Inglewood had that tattoo.
Yeah, that was like when that came out. That shit was
or the Hundreds bomb. I'm so glad. Like, shout out to the Hundreds. I fuck with them still, but I'm like,
who got the Hundreds bomb on their face?
Not on their face. It's
got to be out there,
not on their face, but I know
a lot of Long Beach niggas used to wear the.
Oh my god!
I never wore no Hunters before.
You never walked no Diamond?
Diamond, yeah,
bro. Diamond. If you didn't rock Diamond at one point, you're just a lame ass.
You rock Crooks?
Shout out Crooks. Nah, you know who had the best store and the best concept? Like I'm a big concept guy, bro. Johnny Cupcakes from fucking Boston.
Johnny Cupcakes, who literally I have known since I was 18. Such a weird.
You know him personally?
Yeah, I went on tour with this band, and he was on tour. He was in the band, and he dropped out of the band by like 2003. You don't remember Johnny Cupcakes used to be on Melrose?
Used to be on Melrose.
Yo, but I gotta finish. You fucking interrupted me. I didn't even get to finish this. Travis Barker hits me back and basically explained that he didn't know about it, and now we're gonna hopefully make the situation right. We can get Dubb to link up with Travis Barker, but it was a fun little escapade today.
What if they really do the real? Like, that's an awful lot of famous Stars and Straps.
Bro, the toilet paper thing is so
what does
lame.
that mean?
Is that the cupcake shit?
Oh, that's the Johnny Cupcake.
I've never seen
it. But the toilet paper thing was only. Remember when toilet paper was a big meme for like the first like 2 weeks of the coronavirus?
That
would have been funny literally that week only.
And even then,
And why is this? It's still up right now. How are we just now seeing
I
this?
guess they only sold 10 of them, and they might have one in stock. And Travis like told them to take it down.
But that's hilarious that like it was so under the radar that nobody saw it.
I know, isn't that crazy?
You know.
How did you see it, nigga? You were on famousstarsandstraps.com.
He was deep. He's browsing the clearance section. I was gonna get a shirt.
So
I'm like, how did you come across this?
I know House Phone knows, but we used to have this clothing line called Villains LA. It was like real big in LA, and I was like one of the main faces of that. So I didn't really wear like everything else. So
no, but this was like, because this was around the same time. This was like 2008, 2009 type shit.
That's like kind of when it started.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, but this store, all right, like I was saying, like I'm really like a conceptual person. This store is like from Boston, whatever, right? But you go into the store and it literally it's like it's a bakery. It's like a cupcake shop.
That's
and you
fire.
open up the oven and the t-shirts are in the oven. Like
that's
amazing,
fire.
right?
They still have a Pokestop on Melrose.
You
and your Pokemon Go.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But okay.
No, but this dude, Johnny Cupcakes, was the first dude that I ever seen with a sidekick in my entire life.
Really?
It was like 2003, and we were on tour together, so we're like sleeping in sleeping bags on the floor in people's fucking houses on tour, and he just straight kicks open the fucking sidekick and is like, typing out an email, and I'm sitting there like feeling like I'm looking into the future. I'm like,
what the fuck is that?
You have internet on that thing? Like so fucking blown away.
Man, we used to rob niggas for their sidekicks.
Bro, hey, I got robbed from my sidekick as a kid by a grown ass man.
What kind?
Oh man, me too.
You had an LRG one?
I had the white Dwayne Wade one, the white and like tan one.
That motherfucker, when we used to get dirty, it was over.
Hey, this has been another episode of the No Jumper Show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you want to support, like, comment, subscribe, and go to nojumper.com. Get yourself a kendama or a t-shirt or something. Appreciate y'all.